inside the person and it actually cured them.
So trying out different cures.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so we have a lot of pictures going on here, and I might actually ask you to draw some pictures. How do you feel about drawing pictures? Okay? Okay. So I just want you to know that the both of us, we're not very good artists. So if I draw a picture, it's not going to be really pretty, but it'll be okay. Okay? So we have a student who fills a balloon with air, right? And then she ties it real tight so no air can get in or out, okay? She keeps the balloon in a warm room, and then an hour later she puts it in a cold freezer, okay? She takes the balloon out 30 minutes later after it's been in the freezer, and now it's still tied, right? Tight. And no air has escaped. However, the balloon is smaller. Okay, so this is before in a warm room. Then we put it in the freezer and we take it out, and the balloon is smaller. Okay. Do you have any ideas about why the balloon might change size?
Maybe the air got really cold.
Okay.
Maybe it just evaporated or it just froze.
Okay. So what would make the air different if it had froze? What does that mean?
Maybe
Could you draw me a picture, maybe, and represent what the air looks like before and what it might look after it's out of the freezer? You may select any of these markers or pens, whichever one brings you the most joy. Brown? Okay.
So I draw the.
So when it's in the warm room, yeah. So if we draw before, we have this picture to see what it looks like. Could you show me what the air looks like on the inside? Okay.
So I was thinking that the air was like kept without movement, or the air was circling around.
Okay, so the air is moving around.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about after when we pull it out of the freezer? What's the air going to look like inside that balloon?
Well,
So, yeah, go ahead.
maybe some of the air got evaporized or couldn't help it, and it just I think that it just fell and it didn't work anymore.
Okay. So what do you mean it didn't work anymore?
Like it can't help the temperature.
Okay, what does that mean?
Like too much cold, maybe, and so the cold might be one of the temperatures that makes the air freeze or evaporate.
Okay. So how is the air different here from here? So here you told me you drew this because it's moving around, right? So how is this different than this guy? Are they still moving?
No, maybe this in the warm air it was moving normal around the balloon.
Okay.
After the freezer, I think the balloon started going around but more slowly.
Okay. So the air inside is moving more slowly, or the balloon's moving more slowly?
The air.
The air inside is moving more slowly. Okay. When you've been using the words like evaporize and froze, are those the same process or are they different?
I think they're different.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about those two processes? Anything you know about them?
Freeze means like something, like maybe a liquid turned into a solid. And evaporize like water being heated up, and there's no more water. Just like it turned to air.
Okay. All right. And so you think both those processes happened in this balloon?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So we're going to continue talking about these balloons, but we're going to talk about something else. So here, remember, we're kind of talking about how big the balloon was, and you also were talking about the air. So now we're going to think about the mass. Have you heard that word before?
Yeah.
Do you remember what it means? Or you need some help on that one?
I need some help.
Okay, so mass is talking about how much stuff there is. So on Earth, we would call that weight. So how much stuff you have in you, we can tell how much it weighs, how heavy it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's saying that how heavy or the weight of the warm balloon is less than the cold balloon. Okay, or it's saying that the warm balloon is heavier or weighs more than the cold balloon, or they're the same. So what do you think? Do you think this one weighs more, or they're the same?
I think they're both the same.
Okay, and why do you think that?
Because if no air can come in or out, so they both will still have the same air, but each processing different ways.
Okay, so each is processing in different ways, but no air is coming in and out. Okay, so what is controlling the mass in the balloon is what? What would we be weighing from the balloon?
Maybe how much still air there is inside.
Okay, so we would weigh